Now this problem here says, how much money do we have to deposit? Okay, I want to know how much do I have to put in right away. That's the present value. All right, so we're going to get 10% compounded quarterly, and here's what we're given, this much interest. Right, so I know what interest I'm going to make. So I know that interest is, we've got to start someplace. So here's what I know. I know that interest that I make is going to be the future value minus the present value, right? If I take the amount that I make in the future, subtract off how much I put in, I'll be left with the interest. And what we don't know here is, what is the present value? Okay, well, I don't know the future value either, but I do have a formula for the future value. So I'm going to rewrite this formula like this. I equals, okay, PV, because there's a PV in there, 1 plus R over M to the MT minus PV. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find PV, right? I don't want to find PV. Well, PV appears in both these terms, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to factor out PV. So that's going to look like this. I is going to be PV, and now factor it out. I'll use a square bracket because I already have a parentheses. So I have it in two terms. If I take it out of this one, right now just take it out, what's left? This. So I get 1 plus R over M to the MT, and then minus, well, minus PV. What do I need here that if I take PV times what will give me PV? Well, how about minus 1? And now I'm trying to solve for PV. Let's divide by this, all right? So let's just divide by all of this. So it's going to look like this. PV is going to be I divided by that 1 plus R over M to the MT minus 1. Let's put in the numbers. PV is I. Now, we know what interest we want to make, right? The interest was given as 67,402. Be 67,402 divided by 1 plus, now the interest rate was at 10%, so 0.10, and we're doing this quarterly over 4. 4 times, and we're going for 10 years, and then minus 1. All right, so when I did that on my calculator, I got this number right here. I got 39,999.67, so on. So how about this? This is just rounded off for sure. This is going to be $40,000. So if we put in $40,000 right now and leave it there for 10 years, compounded quarterly at 10%, we would make $67,402. Now, if you're wondering how to get this into your calculator, I might try it like this. Put in the 67,402, divide by, now, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So I have an operation in the denominator. I'm going to start with a parentheses. That'll start the denominator. And then I have that parentheses. So it'll be 1 plus 0.10, or just 0.1, divided by 4, close, raised to the 4 times 10, or your calculator, maybe you can just put in 40 or 4 times 10 up here. My old machine, I have to do it this way. All right, now catch these parentheses. Those go together, those go together. So where are we? We're right, I just put in this, right? I just put in that. So I need the minus 1. So minus 1. And now I need to close, what was that? Close that denominator off, all right? So I lost that minus 1. So close that denominator off. So that parentheses goes with that one. And that should give you that 39,999.